See you in a bit. Going live right now. Okay. Woo! Let's do this. If this lets me this time. This is so crazy, man. It's like, oh my gosh. So let me know, people, if you guys can hear me. We already had one drama today. Has that been working? Let's check. What's happening, people? Can you guys hear me? So we're gonna try again, people. So it's like slight change to this. Actually, no, it's slight. It's a massive change because basically we are not gonna be streaming about the Koenigsegg Agera RS today. Yeah, I'm changing to the Speedtail. So that's what I'm gonna be talking about today. So just gonna post a little quick thing on Instagram and then I'll get right back to the stream, people. So let me know in the comments right now or in the chat if you guys can actually hear me or not, so that we can get this show on the road. What's going on here? Hold on 1 second. I have to check something because I'm just paranoid right now. I am good. I'm not hearing anything there. Okay, that's cool. Whew. So we got Gangrene 167. He said, "Yep, you can hear me. That's dope." George said that it's working loud and clear. Oh my God! Thank God for that. All right, let me post this on Instagram. By the way, people, feel free to post on Instagram right now with a link in your story if you can. Just saying. Oh my God! All right, let me post this now. Man, what a crazy day. Hopefully, we're gonna have a good stream now. So, let me post this. Done. New stream about the Speedtail. Swipe up. Hashtag Speedtail. Speedtail. Okay. I'm ready. No, not yet. McLaren. Speedtail. Gotta do an orange because of McLaren colors, man. Okay, send. Woo! Done. At the same time, we go live on YouTube, on Instagram. Okay, I'm ready. Woo! Okay, all right, let's get this show on the road, people. All right, so. Let me just check. All right, so it's all about the McLaren Speedtail. So today, I think George sent me a link about a McLaren collection today. It's a McLaren Speedtail in the sickest color that I've seen, I think, that I really like. It's apparently the chassis number 6, but the third customer McLaren Speedtail. So let me show you guys what I saw today. It's so beautiful, man. It's like, so when this car first came out, I went to Geneva. I completely forgot about it. Never actually got to see it at the show. I mean, it was there, but somehow I just skipped it, man. I don't know why. I never got to see it. So yeah, I'll be honest, man. When it first came out, man, it kind of split opinion, man. I think it still does. Because McLaren keeps doing this, man. They keep bringing out cars that look like nothing else ever seen before, and just like, do I like it or do I not like it? Like, every car has no relationship to the one previous. It's like every new McLaren just looks so out of like just like, what the hell have they done? The Senna was like, whoa, what's going on here? And then the Speedtail was like, huh? What the hell is going on here? But it's just like weird stuff. So I wrote about the car previously. Before I show you guys a clip in my blog of what I thought of and all that stuff. Let me find it. Let me find it. I need to go here. That's definitely not my blog. That's what I was gonna show you guys next. Okay, anyway, so let's show you guys this now anyway. So this is the first custom McLaren Speedtail in purple. The spec is a bit suspect in my opinion, but it's interesting. Maybe you guys like this. I'm not sure. What do you guys think about this? I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe it's cool, or maybe it's not. But yeah, apparently this is the first custom one. So I guess, I don't know what chassis number it is, but it's the first custom McLaren Speedtail. It's one of those cars, it seems like all McLarens are kind of dependent on the spec in the way that they look. That the Senna looks cool in some specs, but not in every spec that I've seen it at. And I'm getting the same kind of vibes with a Speedtail as well. So let me know in the comment right now or in the chat what you guys think of the Speedtail, because I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. But maybe it's gonna grow on me, I don't know. It's one of those cars, man. But let me read your comments here. I can see George said you did see at Foss, right? Or did you miss it there? I'm pretty sure I missed it at Foss as well. Because what day was it? Because was it there like for one day and then I had to go somewhere else? I think it was the day that I wasn't there is when I missed it. So yeah. So I never actually got to see this thing, which is kind of crazy. But let me show you guys this clip of basically a guy collecting his Speedtail today. And he's just like, oh, it looks so good in the spec that he had it at. So first, let me set it up on screen here, and then I'll show you guys. It is, yeah, this is probably the best spec that I've seen a Speedtail in. So let's do it. Okay, it's this clip. Hey, play. Oh no, what are you doing, man? Oh, here we go. Why isn't it playing, man? Something weird is happening. So I don't know, like, oh man, stop playing. All right, cool. So I don't know what you guys think about that, but I think that is officially my favorite spec I've seen on a Speedtail all day and all night. And especially the way they spec the interior as well, man. Those seats, those tan seats, ooh, that looks so nice, man. And the fact that you sit right in the middle, like way back in the F1 1993. Was it 93 or was it 92? When that came out, it's kind of like it's an echo to that. So basically, the Speedtail is supposed to be the spiritual successor to the McLaren F1. It sounds really weird when you hear that, because it's like, okay, because F1 was literally a hypercar, but then the Speedtail is not really a hypercar. So successor, I don't know how that kind of adds up, but I guess it's a GT, so maybe you could call it a Hyper GT or something. So what do you guys think? Any fans of the Speedtail? Or you guys are like, meh, I don't like it. It might grow me in the future, I think, but as of right now, I don't know. It's apparently McLaren's fastest car ever, but I swear the F1 went faster than 243 miles an hour, man. So I don't know how that is going to be the fastest car ever. So yeah, interesting. Let me read your comments here. So I have, oh my God, we got more people in the house. So we got Lewis Darnell. What's up, man? He said hello. What's going on? And then George also said, no, it was there the whole time on the McLaren stand. So this is Goodwood last year when I did not get to see the McLaren stand. The thing is though, one thing is seeing the car, I want to see it driven around. So did it get driven on track last year? Because that's what you want to see, not just sitting on a stand. That kind of sucks. But yeah, George, sorry man, I never saw it. Because it wasn't moving, man. I'm a video guy, I got to see things move. George also said that the XP3 is my favorite Speedtail so far. Okay, interesting. Have a look at that one as well. And then George also said a collection, one kind of a copied the Zonda Vanti spec. Oh no. Yeah, maybe he did. But the thing is though, he definitely, it looks good. I'm not gonna lie. It's like when those doors went up and when he got close to the carbon detail on the Speedtail, I was like, that looks kind of nice. I think the darker specs tend to hide the form of the car more, which is probably a good thing because I will not call the Speedtail a pretty car, man. I mean, there's some aspects of it that I like in that kind of shaped shape. It's kind of like, you know, from the side, it looks kind of nice. But when you see those eyes, I'm like, ugh, because the eyes are a bit weird. And yeah, it's a very, very strange car. So according to McLaren, it's the spiritual successor to the McLaren F1. But I'd rather have an F1 all day over a Speedtail. There's just something about the F1 that just like, you know what, this is cool. The Speedtail, I don't know, man. Maybe in time, I don't know. But it's an interesting car in my opinion, but not one that I'm gonna be like, I want it. George, what you said, man? I think you said that you like the Speedtail. No, it was just it was not driving. Yeah, this is the thing, right? Why bring a Speedtail to the, you know, to force and then not bloody drive it? It makes no sense. I want to see the damn thing move. If you want to see static things, you look in magazines because nothing moves in a magazine. In the real world, the car should be moving. That's my opinions. So people on Instagram, come to YouTube, click the link in my story, and let's talk about the McLaren Speedtail. There was a cool video of one guy picking one up today in a really dope spec. So we're talking about that. So let's talk about a few things about the Speedtail. So like I said before, it's a spiritual successor to the F1. McLaren are calling this a Hyper GT. I guess they kind of have to call it Hyper GT because you can't call it a hypercar in itself because it's nowhere near as hyper as the F1. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one because the Hyper GT is all about traveling in comfort and at speed. But the F1 was not about that. It was about going as fast as possible. So yeah. But I swear the F1 could do like 148 miles an hour. The Speedtail can do 143. No, forgive me. The McLaren F1 could do 248 miles an hour and the Speedtail can do 243 miles an hour. But McLaren is saying the Speedtail is the fastest car they've ever made. I don't get that one. So it's a bit of a weird one. So they're gonna make 106 of these cars in the whole world. I think 3 have been released, and then this one is chassis number 6, and it's the 3rd one. First one was the purple one I showed you guys earlier, so that's kind of nice as well. Before I carry on, comment time. So George said, definitely a good car to invest in. Only 106 being made, so resale is going to be big money. That's true to a point, but the thing about McLarens is though, they tend not to hold the value very well. I mean, I think the P1 kind of has. I think the F1 definitely has, but the more recent McLarens, man, I don't know. Maybe it will be a classic, but maybe it will not. But if McLaren goes under, then it will be a classic. It will be a classic. It will be the final, how can I say, hyper car that McLaren has made, and that will be a car of value for a lot of people for real. So yeah, interesting, right? So car culture is back in the house, man. Culture, what's up, man? It's all about the McLaren's, I was gonna say Senna, the Speedtail today. Because one lucky guy basically had one delivered to his yard, man. And it looks pretty sick, so we're talking about that. So one really cool thing about the Speedtail is the fact that the badge on the car, right? The badge is made of like 18 karat gold. And it's white gold as well. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. That spec is a ridiculous 18 karat gold. You don't want to park that somewhere with no cameras, man, because somebody's gonna like, somebody's gonna nab that man and wear it around their neck or something. Yeah, for real. That's super expensive, man. And it's gonna cost a cool 1.75 million. That's without taxes though. What's adding tax? That's pounds as well. So when you talk about dollars, is that $2.3 million? Maybe it's more like $2 million. And then you add your taxes on top and then the cost just goes, woo, goes crazy, for real. But it's a mad car, man. I mean, it's crazy. And yeah, what else is there? Yeah, it's basically part of the Ultimate series of McLaren, and it's basically it's up there with the best of the best that McLaren offers until an MSO version, the hardcore version comes out, if they're gonna do that. I doubt it. But yeah, let me know in the comments, man, what do you guys think of the Speedtail? I already told you what I think. I think tech-wise, it is pretty sick. I'll admit that. But from a visual point of view, I'm like, I'm not very sure, man. I'm not sure about the lights. And those wheels are a bit weird as well. Like, actually, let me show you a little blog post I did a while back when the car was released to the public in October last year. So let me show you guys my blog and what I wrote about it. Yes, I have a blog, people, in case you did not know. But first I gotta find it. Oh, God damn it, let's get, clicking the wrong things, man. All right, let's get rid of that. Let's go here. So this is a little article that I wrote about the McLaren. But first, I must refresh. You gotta admit, like, from here, from the back here, it looks really nice. I mean, these are cool, like all this stuff. And like from the top, it's pretty beautiful as well. It's got that kind of like a teardrop kind of look thing going on. That's nice. But this badge right here is a 18 karat gold. I mean, seriously? That is some serious cash money right there. People are gonna be stealing that left, right, and center. And it's white gold as well, not the usual yellow one. Yeah, so it's a little bit different. This car has a very satiny, slippery kind of look to it. I guess that's what McLaren was going for, because they want to make it fast and they have a very, very low drag coefficient. I don't know what it is. I think I read about it here somewhere. So I was saying, yeah, about this spiritual successor to iconic McLaren F1. The Speedtail was a Hyper GT and the newest hypercar to come out of Woking. Yeah. So me waxing lyrical about it. See, this is all cool. I'm cool with all this here. And the fact that this is a no hinge kind of spoiler. The whole thing is like an electro something. Kind of like it curls up and curls down without a hinge. That is dope. But these wheels, I'm not sure why they have to be like this. I guess maybe to do with aero and stuff like that. But if Koenigsegg can do, 280 miles, 71 miles an hour without these, why does McLaren need them? Especially when it doesn't go that fast, because that just makes it look ugly. I don't like that. That's terrible. Don't know what you guys think. Just my opinion. Before I carry on, let me read your comment. Gangrene. What's up with that name, man? Gangrene. Gangrene 167. What's up? We hear you. Glad to hear that. And George said you did see at Foster. What? The right, or did you? Oh, I already read that. Jesus Christ. I'm reading the same thing I already read already. Man, I can't talk to them. What the hell's wrong with me, man? George, I read that one already. Collection, read it already. My gosh, just go all the way down. So Lionel Rogers, what's happening, Lionel? Oh man, time to ring the bell again, because Lionel's new up in here. Lionel, if you're not registered, subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button as well. Let me play you the DJ air horn, man, to welcome you to the tribe. Here we go. Welcome, Lionel. So Lionel just said, I like the Speedtail for the all-round spec, speed, exclusive, 3 seats, trunk space, then looks, and then it looks crazy. Yeah, the things, I think, like they said, the beauty is the eye of the beholder. It's like, I've never seen one in the flesh, so it's really hard to say if I don't actually really don't like it or not. I love McLaren for pushing the boundaries, but if this comes at the cost of crazy reliability issues, then that's not going to be good for them. So 106 made, so very, very rare, definitely collectible, and possibly, as George said, a future, how can I say, like a increase in value. But will it be to the same levels as the McLaren F1? I don't know. But it's an interesting one. I'm not sure if I love it. So some of you guys do. I'm not sure. But it looks interesting. This spec, I'm not feeling it, man. This, it's going to be a dark spec for real. 250 mile per hour. That's quite fast. But I swear it was 243 is what McLaren said. See, all this is cool. It looks nice. Like here, all these hips got nice childbearing hips. That's nice. That's cool as well. But that front is just like, yee. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, man. But, everybody different, man. You just never know. You have different tastes. Let me read more of your comments as well. Car just said hello right back. So George, Mr. McLaren himself, said Speedtail's acceleration is faster than the F1 and Chirac, and top speed is higher than F1. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope it does that without catching flames and stuff. So let's see what happens, man. It's like, I'll still rather drive an F1 than a Speedtail, though, even though the Speedtail has a higher top speed and better acceleration. Because speed is not everything, man. It's not everything. Sometimes it's all about the rawness of the car, and it's like, I just feel like the F1 has more of it feels more tactile. It feels more alive, I think, in my opinions. And Culture said, mad, not sure about the looks of the Speedtail overall, though. This is the thing, right? Like I was saying, from a tech point of view, this car is absolutely wild. There's nothing like it. I think a lot of cars are going to start copying what they've done. But from a looks point of view, if this car was in a beauty pageant, it ain't going to win that. Unless the judge is blind. Maybe if it's Stevie Wonder or something. But if I was judging, I don't think so. But, you know, to someone, it's a beautiful car. Just not to me. Devon, what's happening, man? I saw a Speedtail delivered on Instagram. Belongs to one collection. I forgot the... I think I know what you mean. So basically, yeah, I played a video from the same account earlier today, and we're talking about how Dopey Spec is. That interior for me is so nice. He just literally... the tan seats and the fact that you sit in the middle and the color of the car and everything, the whole thing just comes together really, really nice. So I like what he's done. That I was saying is my favorite spec of the Speedtail all day and all night. So that's pretty sick. The first one was a purple one. I also showed like an Instagram account that had it on display as well. I wasn't sure about the spec on that one because the purple looks a bit weird. But this guy, yeah, he specced it so nice. And Gangrene just said, what is the definition of hypercar? I think a hypercar is the next level from like a supercar, isn't it? It's like a... it does things like that a supercar can't do. For example, like, I guess it's cars that are close to, I don't know, what is the definition of a hypercar? That's a good question. What is the definition of a hypercar? Should I ask Siri? Actually, no, she ain't going to tell me. Actually, let me ask Siri. Hey, Siri. Man, Siri, deaf AF. Siri ain't doing nothing to me. Let me Google it, all right? Let me find, let's all get a definition of a hypercar, right? So let's go on here. That's a good question, man. I like that question. So let's do this. Let's see what comes out. Definition of a hypercar. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So, the term hypercar seems to be used more and more each year. We simply define a hypercar as a top-tier supercar that bests all or most of the elements of standard supercars, including, but not limited to, acceleration, price, rarity, handling, top speed, sound, and appearance. Sound? Are you serious, man? In terms of the Speedtail, the sound ain't going to be that good. So there you have it. That's your definition of what a hypercar is. Apparently, so there you have it. But I have a feeling George has already beaten me to the punch in the comments. So yeah, so Gangrene, did that answer your question? So the F1 was considered a supercar. Now is a hypercar. See, the thing is though, when I first saw I think when the F1 first came out, the term hypercar hadn't been invented yet because the F1 was so new to the world that people didn't know what to call it. But then you could see why it was a hypercar, and today why it's still a hypercar as well. So yeah, in my mind back then it was already better than the supercar. So there you go. So I definitely rate the F1 as a hypercar all day. Israel Perez is in the house. Like Little Britain, he said, I don't like it. Israel, what don't you like about the McLaren Speedtail? Let us know, man. What don't you like about it? I think most of the comments are like, no, I don't like it. Oh my gosh. McLaren, man, I hope you're watching this, man. People don't like your designs, man. Yeah, they had the same problem with the Senna and now with the Speedtail as well. What kind of name is that anyway? Speedtail. It's a weird name for it. It's Speedtail. Yeah, if I had a dog, I'd call it that. Speedtail. Anyway, so Amp W Car said, hey, what's up, Amp? Israel Perez said, especially the wheel covers in the front. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying earlier, man. Guys, I think this is terrible. I'm going to shamelessly plug my blog again. Oh, not my shop. Let's go to, because I want to show you guys these wheels, because, oh no, what am I doing, man? I have to go here. So if I go to me blog, which is here, I'll show you the wheels that Mr. Perez is talking about. So let's go here. Let me scroll back down to the post of the Speedtail. Here we go. So, yeah, so those wheel covers you're saying, yeah, these things are terrible. I don't know why they made that decision. I mean, I know why they did it, but it does not look good. I'm just like, if Koenigsegg doesn't need these covers, neither do you, McLaren, because you don't even go that fast. So, yeah, it looks like someone's dinner plates. That's what it looks like. It's like dinner plates in your car. Why would you have that? I know, we know the why, sorry, but it does not look good. It looks terrible. Take it off. Hopefully that's an option. Hopefully it doesn't all come with that stupid wheel with all Speedtail. If they all come like that, I'm like, nah, that's not right. Shouldn't have that. If you guys are tuning in late, the car we're talking about is, I'll show you right now. If I can go on Instagram here. So this is the car we're talking about today. This McLaren Speedtail that was picked up today by this lucky guy. Check it out. Let me move this up here and then play. He has those damn wheels as well. Oh no. Looks good, the Spec. Cameras for mirrors, that's cool. Keep it nice and slick for the wind. That interior is where it gets really special. F1 style. Be McLaren F1. Tower for days as well. Okay, gonna keep playing that. Let's get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, let's go back here. So if you tuned in late, that's basically what we've been talking about today. So let me read more of your comments here. So especially yeah, read about that. So Gangrene said the the New York Jets. Oh yeah. Not only Supercar said, bro, what you think about the 765 LT? That's interesting. I do like the 765 LT because I think it's what the McLaren 720S should have looked like from the beginning. It looks, that back end is like special, like so sexy. I like it so much. I think I got pictures of it. Let me show you guys before I read the next. Actually, let me read your comments before I do that because there's loads of comments in there. Remind me, okay, not only supercars, just in case I forget about the 675 LT. So Devon just said your opinion on the future for McLaren. To be honest with you guys, man, as I was saying yesterday, I'm kind of scared for McLaren because they are not in a very good place from a lot of rumors coming out in terms of like, so there are rumors coming out that, no, it's not rumors anymore. Basically, McLarens have terrible second-hand sale value. So when a McLaren is first made, like when they make a new car, they basically send this car to dealers and ask the dealers to pay for these cars within 5 business days. So they're literally forcing these cars onto dealers, but obviously dealers can't keep these cars sitting around forever. So McLaren is heavily discounting these cars in finance for people to buy because they want to tell the shareholders that, hey, we sold the cars that we made. But the problem is they're selling these cars at a discount. Now, people who know about these discounts do not want to buy these cars when they're brand new because it's like, you know what, man? Why should I buy it brand new when I can buy it for 60K less or sometimes even more money off than 60K if I just wait a little bit longer? So in the finance, I don't know what the term, there's a term where either the finance company or the car company will promise the person buying how much the car's value will be after a year or two or for however long they want to own the car for. So McLaren was telling a few of the buyers that if they, for example, bought a 720S, that after a year, it will be worth, I don't know, 130 or something, or 150 or something like that. But the real figure is, after 1 year, the car's values have tanked so hard that it's a lot less than the price that McLaren promised the buyer. The problem is, the finance company is not going to take the slack of the money. McLaren has to pay that. This apparently is the reason why McLaren is making so many cars, because the more cars they sell, the more cash they have coming in. So when people who bought the McLarens decide to sell their cars after a year or two, McLaren has to pay the discount. It's really hard to explain. They basically have to pay back the difference between the value they promised and the actual real market value. So that's what that's the discrepancy is. So the fear is, or the rumor is, that in a year or two, McLaren's gonna have like a massive bill to pay, and they might not have enough money in the bank to pay for that deficit. So that's what the fear for McLaren is. So I like McLaren for pushing the boundaries, yes. Doing things that no one else is doing, yes. But are they trying to run before they can walk? This is the problem. So, Devon, I hope that answers your question right there. Yeah, I hope they survive, but they have too many issues, man. Reliability and dodgy like people at the top as well. So they gotta fix that. Lionel Rogers said, "Lol, LOL. Thanks. I watch you stuff a lot. Oh, glad to hear that, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that." Car Culture said, "Saw it in the saw the Speedtail at Goodwood, but way too many people around it." This is the thing as well. It's like, at least when it's moving, you have a hope of filming something. Like when there's like, oh, people are like flies sometimes, poo. Like you trying to get a nice shot, you can't. I guess that's what car shows are like. You know that to photograph the cars like professionals do. You just have to hope that people move out your way and you capture it. But if you're doing video, it sucks because the car is stationary like this. You may as well look at a magazine. I want to see things move. Car culture. I can't say car culture. Oh my God. Said saw the Speedtail. Yeah, I read that one already. So you also said saw the Speedtail at Goodwood, but wait, what? You said that twice, man. So W Car said expensive car, very super expensive, man. That's like a $2 million like starting price. Start stacking your options, then things get really crazy. Lionel said have to have at least 1,000 horsepower. Yeah, he has more than that. I think he has at 1,000 and something. It's just like over 1,000. It's not like a massive difference, but it's a big difference compared to the F1. But I'll still rather have the McLaren F1. Yeah, a lot of power in that thing. So George said, I think McLaren has to choose the name Speedtail because Rolls-Royce already had swept. Oh my! See, like when you hear swept tail, sounds so elegant. Like that's Rolls Royce all over it. It sounds so regal and elegant. Swept tail. I drive a Rolls Royce swept tail. It just sounds so. It's like Mr. Jeeves driving it. McLaren's Speedtail just sounds weird. It's like a dog like wagging his tail really fast like that. That's the kind of way it sounds like. It's weird, isn't it? Like Speedtail is a very, very weird name. But yeah, thanks for that, George. Swept tail sounds good. What do you guys think? Do you guys like Speedtail? I'm not feeling that, man. Sorry, I'm not ignoring Instagram. Come to YouTube. Click the link in my story. We're discussing the Speedtail. Gangrene 167 said that all McLarens have that problem. They take time for you to like them. Yeah, this is the thing though. Like, it doesn't take time to like a girl. You see her, you're like, woo, I like me that. I mean, the car should be like that because I ain't got no time to be waiting for for me to like a car. It's like time is short and precious, man. It's like you see a car and you be like, oh man, that look good. It's like when I saw the McLaren F1, I was like, woo, I was in love ASAP. I didn't even see the whole car. I just saw the backside of the car. I was already in love. Then they opened the engine bay and I was like head over heels in love. And then I saw its face. I was like, oh my God. I was like super in love. Now, and actually what hyper. I was in hyper love. Hyper in love. But cars should not take you that long to love them. You should love them instantly, like a good girl. That's what it should be like. So let me finish your comment. Actually, I'm going to put it on screen so everyone can see what you just said. So all McLarens have that problem. They take time for you to like them. The same thing happened with the 720S. I think the P1 is the only recent time car that had a positive reaction. Yes, the P1 is a beautiful car as long as the wing is up because that booty sags like crazy when the wing is down. So yeah, the face is kind of pretty. She's got pretty side as well. She's got pretty side booty and everything as long as the wing is up. I think the 675 LT had like a good reaction. Looked kind of pretty. I think it's probably one of the prettiest McLarens there is, for real. The new 765 LT is also kind of pretty from the booty section. So yeah, there you go. But again, it's just my opinions, isn't it? Everyone's got different opinions. So, Oh my gosh. So Israel just said the tail is really long. Yeah, man, that tail, I guess it has to be for stability and speed and stuff. So there's probably an engineering reason for that. Really massively long wheelbase. So corners will be a bit difficult. Probably it's got rear wheel steering. I don't know. So Israel said 720S looks way better proportions wise. Yes, it does, especially the 765LT version of it. Yeah, the eyes take a bit of getting used to it. Like, it's one of those eyes where they should just wear sunglasses all the time. It's one of those front, like, it's not R. Kelly. He's got those pin eyes. Like, he has to wear sunglasses at all times, otherwise it looks really weird. And it's got like Millhouse eyes. Yeah, that's weird. Millhouse from The Simpsons, man. Jesus Christ. Uh, God damn it, man. So George Danford said, McLaren. Most people liked when the McLaren that most people liked when they first came out. What? I'm confused up here. McLaren, most people liked when the first came out was the P1 605 LT, P1 GTR. And the 600 LT. See, that is also a pretty car. Unfortunately, it tanked bad. I don't know why, because that was the proportions of that thing was beautiful. It was like nice. I liked it a lot. That's the McLaren I'll buy right now, just because I like the way it looks. Not only Supercars said the 4 exhaust tips in the LT are so cool. Yes, they are. I absolutely agree. It's a beautiful thing, man. The way that it's just like right in the middle, it's like, ooh, it looks nice, pretty. Lionel said, you're crazy. Speedtail is popping. Oh my gosh. And the wheel cover are optional, but they don't look like that picture you keep showing any. Yeah, but still though, man, it's like, I don't know, man. Your wheels should not be dressed up, man. You want to see, don't be exposed. Again, it's like your girl always wearing a bra. Sometimes you want to see the goodies. You know what I'm saying, man? It's like, I want to see the goody wheels, man. I don't want to cover it up. It's not cold. Why cover up the wheels? I want to see them. They should have found a different way to. There must be a different way. Okay, speak to the Germans. They'll find a way. They always do. Or speak to. No, actually, I was gonna say Koenigsegg. He ain't gonna tell you anything. Gangrene said, I like Speedtail over Superfast. Huh? Superfast? You mean the 812 Superfast? Yeah, I think I'd rather have a Speedtail over the Superfast. Because it's a completely different category of car all day and all night, man. Because the Superfast is a supercar, and then the Speedtail is a Hyper GT. Massive difference. So George said, yes, the wheel covers on the Speedtail can be removed. Just asked one of the designers. Yeah, thank God for that. It should not come with them on it in the first place. Remove them from the factory. That's what you want to see, right? You don't want those. Are they easy to remove? I hope so. So do you think the Speedtail was just an excuse to try and match competition? What was the reason behind it? I think, yeah, possibly. I think Koenigsegg probably shook up the market, but then you could say McLaren invented the hypercar market, so there's that as well. So maybe everybody else copied McLaren. But McLaren is now feeling like, oh, damn, we've got to catch up because Bugatti breaking all kinds of speed records. And then Koenigsegg is owning as well, like killing Bugatti. And McLaren's like, I've got to be relevant in the hypercar space or in the hyper GT. Actually, it's interesting, you know? It's actually interesting. That brings us something pretty interesting because I think there isn't a car that is Speedtail because most of the cars in this bracket are called hypercars. They're more like track first and then hypercars. Maybe Koenigsegg might be an exception. Maybe Bugatti as well. But this is built from the ground up to be a proper GT car, except it's a hyper version of it. So yeah, maybe I think it's a new category. But then again, is it really? Car culture said, thing is the LTs aren't really long tails. Yeah, they're not. Especially when compared to the Speedtail. Yeah, McLaren just butchering all kinds of names, man. Just to make it sound regal. But I think Sweptail sounds so much better. So Israel said, no, supercar fast. What? No, super fast is way better looking. Are you Hey, Israel, you smoking something, man? Yeah, it's true. The 812 super fast is a prettier car than the Speedtail. Is it though? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is. But it's a different category, man. It's like comparing fish and chips to a good, like, delicious plate of, oh my gosh, of lamb shank. The two aren't exclusively the same. They're different. Well, I love me some lamb shank, man. That's some good stuff. Oh my God. Yeah, Israel is true, but they're very different, man. Like, yeah, a different person. You can't buy a Speedtail and compare it to to a Superfast. It's just a whole different ball game. The Speedtail is hyper fast compared to Superfast. So yeah, there you have it. So Lionel said a 765 LT gets more extremely excited for. The 615 gets me extremely excited for the P1 replacement. Yeah, I hope so. McLaren have to get the P1 replacement right because they can't mess that up, man. They can't make it pig ugly. That's to make this thing look pretty. This thing has to win a beauty pageant, right? It has to win because if the thing comes out looking all piggish, that ain't gonna fly, man. Nobody gonna buy that. Actually, I don't want to say nobody. There's always a market for things in this world. Got the designer to watch. George, what do you mean, man? Israel Perez said yes. Yeah, interesting. So Speedtail, okay, let's talk about the 675 LT and why I think it is very, very beautiful, right? I'm like, again, we're gonna visit my blog, people. In case you didn't know, I write blog posts about cars and stuff every now and then. And I'm pretty sure I wrote about the 765 LT. This is a bit weird when I didn't. Let me find it. Oh no. Uh-oh. Did I? I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, was that a post on Instagram? Which is not the same thing. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, God damn it. Oh, we're just gonna Google it. Let's do that. Let's Google it. All right, let's find a 675 LT. Let's go to McLaren, man. Let's go to McLaren. McLaren.com. Let's go to Woking. That's what we're going right now. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Let's put it on screen. So we're looking for the 600 LT. No, 765 LT. That's actually a hard thing to say. So go to automotive. And first thing. That's not it. That's a 720S. We don't want to see that. We want to see, what is showing me this? They should be showing the 600 LT, not this. They should be showing the 765 LT, not this imposter. They want to see this. Discover Automotive. What's wrong with McLaren? Okay, let's find a nice car to look at. Where is it? Why is it all the way at the bottom? It's one of the new cars. This makes no sense. So this is that beautiful looking. Get rid of this damn cookie, man. Don't want to see you. Move. So this is that iconic booty of the 765 LT. Let's play this video.
Hi, I'm Rob Melville. I'm the design director for McLaren Automotive, and I'm here today to tell you a bit more about our all-new 765 LT.
I'm probably going to get copyright for this, but who cares?
Now, what does LT mean? Well, LT stands for lightweight, advanced aerodynamics, and increased power, all to deliver the ultimate engagement regards driving experience. Now let's talk about some of the key features. First of all, proportions. Well, we've extended the front overhang. Why did we do this? To be able to increase the depth of the front splitter. This means we can generate more downforce. Other key forms here you see below the hammerhead line have this very full curved volume. This allows us to keep the air that hits the front of the car energised whilst guiding it into the low temperature radiators which sit just below the headlamps. Then as we move outboard,
needs to be more
familiar
animated,
eye sockets
show
from
some more
720,
passion, man.
Still keeping that dual function of taking air in as part of the headlight system to feed the top part of the radiator. And then outboard on the front splitter, we have these fences. Now they help generate a bit of downforce, but the key thing here is to align the airflow down the side of the car. As we move down to the side, Another note or
See,
feature of
that
note are the
profile is so pretty.
optional louvers. Now these allow us to exit the high pressure that builds up inside the wheel well out through the top, overall minimising the impact of that turbulent air. And then as we move to the side, that beautiful deep sculpture of the twin skin doors you saw on the 720, of course that's carried through to the 765 LT. That means we're able to take that turbulent air and tuck it into the body side. Really very efficient, beautiful design. Again, another fence here from the front helping to align the air down the body side. And where we have to feed a huge amount of air into the side radiators that sit behind this panel, most of that air is fed in through this very deep door duct, but we further supplement that by increasing the size of the lower intake. That means with the increase in power, we can scoop up more of that air flowing down the side and guide it straight where we need it. And to finish the story of the airflow on the side, we need to move to the rear corner, where we have these floating blades. Now, the purpose of these floating blades is to detach the air in the corner. We do that by creating a very sharp trailing edge to the panel. This optimises the overall airflow around the car. And now let's move up to the rear deck. Glass is heavy, so on the rear here we've changed the rear screen and the glazing on the C-pillar area to polycarbonate. That means it's lighter. We're also actually able to get some form in there. So multiple benefits, but the main thing here was to protect that incredible 360-degree field of view you have when you sat inside the car, to really generate that feeling of being inside a jet fighter's cockpit. And when you see these beautiful volumes as they flow down into the rear here, everything shrink wrapped around that engineering package, laser cut mesh giving superb visibility into the engine, and then here this full width, very aggressive active rear wing and air brake. Trailing edge of the body defined by this very characterful line which is low in the middle and steps up in the outboard areas. The reason it does that, it allows us to generate more downforce through here, and at the same time we step it forwards and down to allow for fantastic rear view visibility and also then the heat soak from the exhaust system. And then the exhausts themselves, well, quad exhaust system delivers both obviously an incredible amount of visual drama, but it also means we deliver the power, and because it's made out of titanium, it's an incredibly light solution. Outboard of that, we have the ultra slim LED light blades surrounded by laser cut mesh, letting us to exit all the hot air from the engine bay. And then finally, very race inspired rear diffuser, very purposeful, simple, but beautiful.
all this time. Oh my God. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I gotta start again. It appears we had sound issues. So I was talking and yapping all this time and nothing was working, man. God damn it, man. So let me read your comments again. So Divan just said, do you think the Speedtail was just an excuse to try and match competition? What was the reason behind it? I think I read it already. I think the Speedtail had to be made because McLaren is all about making hyper stuff. Like you gotta like have your Halo cars, and then you gotta have like an absolute like the creme de la creme, and the Speedtail had to come, especially after releasing the F1 like in the 90s. I think the Speedtail makes a lot of sense. You could say McLaren invented the whole hypercar market. They're also inventing the Hyper GT as well. So you could say other brands are actually copying McLaren. There you go. So Car Culture just said, thing is, the LTs aren't really long tails. Yeah, that technically is true. But most people don't know. It's like, yeah, it's long tail. It's just a model name for a car, so it's cool. Israel said, no, super fast is way better looking. Um, Way, maybe. But I feel that the super fast is missing a few things as well. I think it needs a more hardcore version, like a TDF, like a version of it. That will be the one. Israel said, but they ride, no, there are different concepts. Extremely, because a hypercar versus supercar, completely different worlds, man. Cash money wise as well. They're like different ends of the spectrum. So Lionel Rogers said that the 765 LT gets me extremely excited for the P1 replacement. I might have read this before, but because the mic wasn't working, I might have said it without you guys knowing what I said. So forgive me if I'm repeating myself. God damn it, man. So Henry said, like the 720S, we will all get used to the look of the Speedtail and end up liking it. I hope so. I've not seen one in the flesh, so I can't really say much. But once you see it, like with your own eyes, then you can make more of an informed decision. It does look pretty on like the lines on it, like from the profile, is pretty. The details are pretty as well. It's a very, it looks very, very sculpted by the wind kind of look thing going on. It's like a drop of water. Like, yeah, that's what it looks like. I guess that's cool, but I want to see it with my own eyes before I make my mind up. So George said I got a designer to watch. George, I appreciate that, man. Rob, designer, you done an amazing job with a 765 LT. It is a beautiful car. All the LTs tend to be very beautiful, I've noticed. The 675 LT and now the 765 LT as well. For me, the booty area, the area around the back, that's the most pretty. Those 4 exhaust tips, whew, those are very, very nice to look at. Those laser cut grills on top of the engine as well. It's like the details are very, 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 very beautiful. So I like that. It just looks sportier. It's lower. It looks meaner. Those louvered things on the front wheel fender things, they're very, very nice to look at as well. And yeah, we like the 765 LT very much. That's a very universal thing in this chat. And I think Israel agrees as well. And Gangrene said, but which has the worst name, the Superfast or the Speedtail? Woo! I kind of like Superfast, man. It sounds really, really fast, but then the Speedtail is faster because the hypercar. So yeah, how does that work? But yeah, let me know if you had to rename the Speedtail, what would you call it? Who can come up with the best name? Let us know in this chat as well. And George said he is watching the stream. All right, Rob, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. And Amp W Cars said, hi, Rob. Rob has got fans in the house. Of course, if you're designing cars like that, man, you're going to get fans for days. So it's a beautiful car. So, Rob, any scoop on the P1 replacement? Anything you can share with us? That would be so cool. Oh, my gosh. So, Gangrene just said that 75 LT is a good-looking car. Yep, we all agree. It is a stunning beauty. It will win all kinds of beauty pageants. But I also think, right, the 720S is also a beautiful car. It's like I just like it again from the rear and the sides. It's a beautiful car, man. It's like just those lines are like magnifique. I like it very, very much. Henry said sound. Yeah, that's when the sound disappeared for some mad reason. Uh, can't believe it. And Israel, yeah, volume is off. So hopefully everything's back to normal. Oh, god damn it, man, you're muted. Rewind. Yeah, I have to rewind myself like a cassette tape. Oh man. Look, next time if the sound goes off here, George, whatever, just call me, man. Because if there's a lot of chats, I can't see what's happening at the bottom. So yeah, it can be a bit difficult. God damn it. We can't hear you in capitals. Jesus Christ. So we got Rohit Verma. Do you think that 765 LT will compete with SVJ? Interesting question. But first, we must ring your bell because you're new here. So here we go. Just to welcome you to the tribe, Rohit Verma. So you asked the question, do you think that 765 LT will compete with SVJ? I think that they're very, very different cars, if I'm really honest. I don't think they're in the same kind of like category because you have V8, you have V12. You have those crazy scissor doors, and then you have... I think that the LT is more of a track car. The SVJ, it could be a track car, but I wouldn't say it's in the same kind of category as a 765 LT. 765 LT will kill it on track because these cars are insanely fast. They're like proper track beasts. And then Sugar Saint is in the house as well. He said, hey, what's up? Lionel also said I would spec all LTs with a roof scoop. Yeah, it's like it's just it has the right proportions and design for it to rock a roof scoop really well. It's like rocking a Mohican, and this car can rock a roof scoop really, really well. So yeah, we all in agreement. We love it. What? Gangrene, you said no sound again? Are you serious? Or was that from the previous? I'm way behind in the comments right here. So we can hear you now. Phew, that's been fixed. Jesus Christ. Carl is laughing his head off. I can't believe, man. I've been talking for like 10 minutes without sound. Maybe I'll just do sign language or something. I don't know, man. It's really annoying, man. The internet not working and the sound not working. All sorts not working, man. Loud and clear. Okay. Sound is back. Henry, you're back. Henry just said no sound. Oh my God. Live streams are so painful. Jesus Christ. So Israel said, news, I'm buying the 720S. Are you for real or are you just joking? I mean, I guess right now they're quite cheap. So hey, why not, man? Get a 720S and then put a roof scoop on it. That's what you should do, man. For real. If you are, congratulations. You know where I live, so you know what the deal is. Put the key for the letterbox. I got free parking here as well. So whenever you need space, you know, I got like, it's off-street parking as well. So Israel said, Ford, you have gone through those comments already. Oh my God. Someone said rewind. Now you're saying forward. George Dunford just said, not Rob, it's Alex. Oh, God damn it, man. Alex, not Rob. What's up? Henry just said, I wasn't too sure at the first, but seeing the Speedtail on Top Gear, it looked cool. You guys mentioned names. Superfast mentioned names. Superfast is a name Ferrari has used before in early 60s cars, I guess. Peter Sellers used to own one. Oh, okay. See, history lesson. See, you always know with Henry, he knows the bits that that no one else will probably know, man. This guy is like, he's like human Google, Google, as I always say. So Amp W Car said, sign language. Yeah, I don't know, like I need to learn that stuff, man. Yeah, I will. I promise. During lockdown. Exotics in the Wild. Oh my gosh, no to McLaren. All right, so Exotics in the Wild is known on Instagram for his love of McLarens. Right, his collection of McLarens is ridiculous. He loves this brand. So he obviously loves the Speedtail. His favorite McLaren is actually the Senna. So welcome to the stream, Exotics in the Wild, man. Rohit Verma said, which exhaust you think is best, straight pipe, ooh, or iconic, or iconal, as we say here in the UK? The thing about exhaust, I think it's like it's a personal preference, isn't it? It's like ooh, I don't know, because I just think it's a personal preference. You can't really say one is better than the other. It's like a voice of a singer. It's like you either like it. Some people love Macy Gray. Some people will run a mile when they see her because they think she sounds like I don't know, like a chimney, or I don't know, like a tractor or something. So people have different tastes, man. So it's really hard to say which one is which. But which exhaust you think is best, straight pipe or oof? And that depends on the car as well, because not every car sounds good straight piped. So it's car dependent. So it depends on your choice. Does that even answer your question? I hope it does. If anyone else wants to chime in, feel free. Straight pipes can sound really crap sometimes, though. I'll be honest. So maybe just go with iconal, or iconal, as they say. Exotic in the Wild said the F1 McLaren is the only one. That's literally everyone's favorite McLaren. But exotics in the wild, man, the thing is like you should drive the new cars and make up your mind. No? Try that before you make up your mind, man, because looks aren't everything. You know what I'm saying, man? So George the Danford said, just had some sad news. No, no, this is not good, man. So BMS on Instagram and his 812 and Lago isn't coming back to London this year. Oh, that's super sad news, man. That's like literally the worst news like ever. That's like hearing Corona is not going away. That's sad because that is officially one of the best sounding cars I've ever heard in my entire life, and it's not coming back. I guess it's because of Corona. Yeah, that's a very, very bad news indeed. If you guys haven't heard that car, just go into YouTube after the stream and just search like Enlago 812 in London 2019 last year. You know what I mean? Sounds absolutely incredible. And Gangrene said, what do you think of the AMG? The one. Huh. I think it looks really, really cool. But the thing is, they're having issues with the engine, aren't they? Because they're trying to fit an F1 engine in there, and they're having issues trying to make the car idle and stuff. So I don't know if they're going to keep the same engine or put something else in there. But I think potentially it's going to be, it's a cool car. But the thing is, by the time it comes out, there'll probably be other cooler cars out already. So maybe the P1 will come before it comes out. So yeah, it's cool. It's a cool car. Mercedes done well. AMG Mercedes done well. Exotic in the Wild said, do they have cassette tapes in Zamunda? Hey man, we invented a cassette tape, man. Seriously, I got it here. I got one here somewhere. Can't remember where though. Yeah, man, we still use cassette tapes now and then. It's very cool tech. Do they have cassette tapes in Zamunda? All our cars come with cassette tapes by law. That's what it is, man. We made it like I made it law that every car must have a cassette tape. Yeah, there you have it. Zamunda. Rohit Verma said, which exhaust sounds best? Straight pipe. I already read that. Yes, same question again. I think I answered that before. It's like it depends on your taste. I think straight pipe is very dependent on the car that you're trying to straight pipe, because some cars sound terrible straight piped. Some sound good. And some cars sound good with iconal exhaust and some don't. So the sound, it depends on what car you're talking about. It's a very, very dependent thing. Sound car dependent thing. And Exotic said that I love the lumberjack. The lumberjack look. Oh, God damn it, man. Dude, have you not seen Coming to America, man? You know, like McDougal's. If you go to his McDougal's, like a fast food restaurant, he wears this. It's what the outfit is from, the lumberjack. Oh, my God. The lumberjack look. God damn it, man. Oh, Exotics in a while. If you were in Zamunda, you'd be fed to the lions. That's what I'm saying to you right now, man. You'd be like dinner for lions right now. A second dinner. God damn. Oh, I'm daydreaming. But they really, well, I missed something. I love the lumberjack look. Zamunda has style. For real. You know what it is, man? Zamunda, every day in Zamunda is like a fashion show. That's what it's like. For real, man. Like, they ain't no fashion police in Zamunda. Everyone's dressed by the prince himself. Okay? Um, some with the lumberjack look. That is funny as hell, man. I gotta put it on screen because it made me laugh so hard. Israel said, I'm daydreaming, but they're really cheap now. The 720S, yeah, they're super cheap, man. I can get one for, I heard someone say you can get one for like between 120 and 100 grand. That is like, damn. That's crazy money, crazy cheapness for a supercar. That car is insanely fast on track. It's an incredible car, but if you buy it for that much, for say 120K, but you want to sell it in the future, that's going to hit your bank quite hard as well. So you got to think about resale value. So it probably isn't a good thing to buy that because you lose more value down the line. So if you're buying to keep, then yeah, all means go right ahead. But I think you should definitely get one. So Exotics in the Wild said no to Speedtail, no to Senna. Oh no, that's so bad. You do realize there's a designer for McLaren actually watching this. His name is Alex. So he's got your card marked now, man. Exotics in the Wild. Love the Enlago 812 of a BMS. Yes, that is the finest sounding beast I've ever heard in my life. It's absolutely, every gearhead needs to hear that car. And then tell me if you didn't froth in the mouth and made a mess, a puddle and stuff. Israel said you can fetch a 720S for 140K, 2017 model. Wow, that's madness. And Car Culture said that 720S will be £1 next year. Oh, you guys are savage, man. You guys like that's crazy. It's £1 next year. Oh man, McLaren, I want you to do well, but you gotta sort out how you're releasing your cars, man, and stop like discounting stuff, man, because it's supposed to be a prestige brand. The iPhone does not discount. You ever see iPhones discounted by Apple? Man, they never do that. They rather release a new model and discount it. So if you're a luxury brand, don't do that because it cheapens your brand. Yeah, George, just laughing because 720S will be costing £1 next year. That's crazy. I'm getting one. Yeah, look, don't get one. Get several, man. One is not enough. Get several, and then sell them for £2 a piece, or something like that. Carl Carter said that yes, very secure financial opportunity. Very, very secure indeed. Oh my God. Yeah, it's crazy how the world has changed because on the one end you have the McLaren F1, then you have this, I don't know, just the value just like literally just dropping through the floor. Ferrari doesn't have the same problems. They never have that problem. Even Lamborghini doesn't have that same problem. So I don't know what's going on there. So it's a weird situation, is what I'm saying. So what have I missed? Oh man, there's so many comments. I'm just slowly working my way through everything, man. It's like, God damn. The year, okay, let me see what Amp just said. The year after 720 McLaren, we have to pay people. This is the thing, isn't it? Oh my gosh. I want McLaren to be alive. I want them to survive because McLaren being around helps make Ferrari and Lamborghini basically keep pushing the boundaries. I mean, it helps other car brands basically keep honest because if there's no McLaren, then Ferrari can relax a little bit. So I feel like McLaren made Ferrari kind of like push a few more boundaries and stuff. So we want McLaren to survive. Absolutely. So Henry just said, I predict the resale value of the 720S will be stabilizing soon. So question is though, Henry, where do you think it's going to stabilize? 60K? Yeah. Where do you think it's going to stabilize? This is the thing, isn't it? Because the thing about them as well, it's not just about the pricing, it's about the reliability issues as well. Will that further erode the second-hand prices for them as well? That's the thing, that's causing all kinds of problems for them. So there is that. So what do you guys think? It's tough times, people. The thing is, I think McLaren is going to have to go electric sooner or later because I think that's where everything's going anyway. And Lotus is doing that. And there are a lot of engineers from Lotus who are now working at McLaren. So, yeah. H. Haas said, "Hey, Raucus, what's up, man? How you doing? How you doing, everybody? What's happening, everyone? I think it has now. So Henry thinks the 720S has stabilized in prices now. Well, in a way, that's a good thing. In a way, it isn't, because if you can't afford one right now, you're probably hoping for it to drop like lower in price. And yeah, it's interesting. I hope that's the case. I just want McLaren to be around. I don't want them to go under and stuff like that. So I want them to fix all the problems that they're having. We appreciate they're a new car company. You know, they're quite relatively quite young, so they're gonna have issues. So we appreciate that. But at the same time, you can't have issues forever. You gotta be like, instead of churning out car after car after car, you know, like spend some time and fix the problems, and then, you know, put out better cars and stuff like that. Because it's good for your brand that you do that. So Henry says 140K right now. I think there's one somewhere for 120K. I think that was on Auto Trader or something. There's definitely one for 120K. So that's 20K off the 140 you're talking about. Actually, let's Google it. Let's Google it. Let's see, like cheapest McLaren. Let's find out. Cheapest McLaren 720S right now. For sale. Let's see what the price is going for. Auto Trader. Oh no, accept all flipping cookies, man. I swear I saw one for 120. Hey McLaren, where you at? No, I see nothing there. Damn it. Auto Trader. See brand new. Okay, here we go. There's a lot of 570s and stuff on sale on the second. Ooh, okay. So actually, it's just better if I just put this on the screen for everyone to see. So let's have a look at McLaren prices. Damn. Yeah, they're quite cheap. So McLaren 570S is going for 3.8. Oh, it's going for 3.8. It's at 82K now. Flipping heck. That's a really cheap. But the 675 LT, see, that holds value so well. They're like 210 grand. They haven't depreciated that much. 720S, 152 on here. 106 for 650S. Wow. 167. Senna for almost a mil. What? 600 LT. 207 grand. Damn. So go to Senna here for 144, 145. Yeah, they're definitely cheaper than it should be. That's for real. But 1.4 mil for this. Damn. So I found like a 720S for 145. So I guess they actually stabilized around 140. What have I missed? There's a big problem. Okay, let me see this. All right, so Israel is saying, so it's been around the 140K mark for about a year now. So he also said the car will go up from now if failures have been taken care of. In the last years. Well, I hope so. I think they should have made the 720S limited. That would have helped its value. Let me see. So H. Hussey said that all black McLaren P1 look amazing. Yeah, but P1s, when they're sinister, they look pretty cool, but with a wing up, for real. Exotics in the World said, I see Tazzy Devil. Tazzy Devil? Ah, I see what you mean, man. Yeah, man, I got Taz in the house, man. Tazzy is your bodyguard, man. You got Tazzy, Bugs Bunny, and Duffy. They're watching the stream at the same time as well. Bugs Bunny and Duffy Duck in the background. Are you a Looney Tunes? Are you a loony? Of course I'm a loony, man. That's all, folks. Oh my God. Take me back to my youth, man. So George said that what rockers should say at the end of the streams. That's all, folks. Oh my God. I'm a Looney Tune, man. I'm a Looney Tune. Man, we've been talking for hours, man. Woo! It's an hour and a half I've been online for, man. Peoples, I'm gonna have to put my head on my pillow, man. I'm gonna have to say that's all, folks. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another live stream, provided the internet is working again. What's your favorite McLaren? Oh, before I go, okay, cool. So H has to say, what's my favorite McLaren? My favorite McLaren of all time is a McLaren F1. Of course, man, that car is like probably one of the all-time favorite cars there is. It's an incredible, like even in 2020, it still looks absolutely incredible. Like there was nothing like the F1 when it came out, and there's still nothing like it to this day. It's absolutely amazing. I love that car. I want one, but yeah, not anytime soon. But it's an absolutely beautiful car. But what is your favorite McLaren? Let me throw that right back at you. And by the way, I'm going to say for the one last time, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do so, and also hit the bell button as well to remind you. Most of you guys already know, are already subscribed anyway. But in case there's someone in here who isn't, please subscribe and also hit that thumbs up button as well. It helps Gulu recommend the stream to more people and stuff like that. I would think that. Yeah, the F1 is yeah, it's head and tails above every McLaren there's been so far. But I will also say that I do like the McLaren 675 LT and the 765 LT. Those are beautiful as hell. The P1 is cool as well. I like the P1. I also really like the 600 LT because that is proportions work so well on that car, man. It's really, really nice. It's underrated, I think. It's a beautiful machine. So H Huss says his favorite McLaren is the McLaren P1 because it's the only McLaren I've actually been in. Oh man, you know what? If that's the case, then I've not been in an F1. Wah wah wah. I've been in a P1. I've not been in a 600 LT. Oh no. Actually, the only McLaren that I've been in is a McLaren P1. I just realized that. Have I been? Oh shoot. Have I been anything else? Yeah, the only McLaren that I've had the pleasure of sitting in or being driven in is a McLaren P1. Damn. I didn't think of it until now. Oh shoot. Now I want to be in the McLaren F1, man. I want to be behind the wheel. That's what I would like. So Exotics in the Wild says he likes the McLaren F1 as well. That's the only McLaren that he actually likes. He doesn't like anything else made by McLaren. Man, this guy's a savage, man. How dare you? Seriously. So P1 gets some love as well. There's no love here for the Senna. Oh, you guys, man, just chasing beauty. Me too, man. I'm just saying, man. It's like a car gotta look pretty. I ain't gonna lie. And Car Culture said the F1 GTR. Woo! Yeah, that is that's a magnificent beauty of a thing. I'll take a McLaren F1 in any form. You know, like it's yeah, it is just an absolutely incredible car, and I keep saying it because I love it. It's that good. Favorite McLaren all day. Probably will always be my favorite McLaren, unless if McLaren do a madness with the replacement to the P1. What are they gonna call the P1 when it comes out? What name are they gonna get? They can't call it P2. P1. The thing is, once you call something a P1, you can't call it anything less than a P1 because position one, pole one. So what will they call it? Or what should they call it? Interesting one. Yeah, that's going to present a proper naming problem for them. So, yeah. So, have I missed anything here? Hopefully, when we wake up tomorrow morning, the McLaren 720S will still be around 140K mark, not like around 60K. If McLaren 720 S60K, I'll definitely buy one. With toilet paper. That's what I'll do, man. I've got loads of toilet paper in here. I'll be syndicating that like this. McLaren. Oh, exotics in the wild, man. Damn, man. How can you hate McLaren so much, the modern McLaren? What is your beef with McLaren? Explain that to us. We want to understand your story, man. We want to know why you don't like McLaren, all McLarens except the F1. What is your reasoning? Explain yourself. McLaren is poo. McLaren poo. Jesus Christ. Oh. Maybe they call it McLaren Hamilton. McLaren Lewis. McLaren LH. McLaren very fast tail. I don't know, man. P1 2.0. Yeah, weird. McLaren Ron Dennis. McLaren RD. Oh my God, McLaren Ron Dennis. That would be funny, man. Imagine that. The new McLaren Ron Dennis. I think we should bring Ron Dennis back. McLaren is definitely missing him bad. They need to bring him back, man. Yeah, he'll fix McLaren ASAP. What's this? McLaren should focus on F1 racing. No. That's not right. I think McLaren need to. They're a big enough brand in racing that they can also make a road car, because they have to have a road car, man. Because you can't have all that racing pedigree and not have a road car as well. You gotta have that. It's part of it's the survival plan, which they're not executing very well at the moment. But that is how they are gonna be able to survive, because you can't just rely on F1. You gotta make your road cars. Because I mean, I would like to have a McLaren. So I think I like the fact they make road cars. Just don't make too many. Like, make a few well-made models. I'm cool with that. Then over time, then build more models. But for now, focus on the, quality stuff. That's what I think. But on that note, man, that's all, folks. I need to go to sleep, because I say this all the time. I have to get up really, really early in the morning. So that's why. So I'm going to wish everyone an amazing night and stuff. And thank you very much for tuning in for this McLaren stream. Original stream was meant to be all about Koenigsegg, but internet said no, so hence McLaren. So yeah, thank you very much. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow around 8:30. See you at the Zamunda TV Towers tomorrow. Peace out, people. Woo! Oh my God.